Let's connect with V. Balasubramaniam, who's the MD and CEO at NSE International Exchange, to discuss this and talk a little bit more about the plans. Thank you so much for taking time out. Just tell us a little bit more about the plans now for GIFT City in Gujarat with the NSE International Exchange, because it's a fully owned subsidiary of the National Stock Exchange.
Yeah, good morning to the viewers. So as you know, NSE International Exchange is a wholly owned subsidiary of NSE. And we are actually now embarking on this full culmination of this SGX Connect, which was launched by Honorable Prime Minister last year on July 29, 2022. And from July 3, 2023, which is Monday morning, 6:30 a.m., the entire liquidity from SGX on the Nifty contracts will switch over to the NSE International Exchange, and all the matching will start happening here. And the entire open interest of close to about $7 billion on the Nifty alone will completely move over to the exchange in the GIFT City at the NSE International Exchange.
I'll ask you a simple question on behalf of viewers. Our day starts early morning by tracking SGX, and
Right.
post 3:30 we track SGX. Even on holidays we track SGX to understand that what is happening to Nifty. So what happens to that instrument? Can you explain this to our viewers?
Yeah, so basically SGX Nifty is going to be renamed as GIFT Nifty, which we have completely retermed it as. And effectively, the offshore contract, which international investors access, which is traded in US dollars, is now going to be available on the listed exchange in the NSE International Exchange. So nothing changes for the international investors. Nothing changes from a trackability perspective. Instead of now looking at Singapore exchange as the venue, now you will be looking at the NSE International Exchange at the GIFT City as the venue to track this particular market and this product. The trading timings, the trading hours will remain the same. We'll start at 6:30 a.m. India time every day, and we'll go on till almost 2:45 a.m. in the morning. So effectively, the trading is split over two sessions. The first session starts at 6:30 a.m. morning and goes on till 3:40 p.m. in the afternoon, which is when the Indian markets close. And the second session starts from around 4:45 India time, that is the afternoon, and then it will go on till 2:45 a.m. in the morning. So effectively 21 hours of trading non-stop will be available on this particular instrument. And we are talking about 4 Nifty products. We are talking about the Nifty Index, which is the GIFT, which will come as part of the GIFT Nifty product branding. So one is the Nifty Benchmark Index, the Nifty 50. The second is the Bank Nifty. The third is the IT Nifty, and the last one is the Fin Nifty. All these 4 are envisaged to be covered under this SGX Connect arrangement with Singapore.
Understand, Bala, what happens to the existing OI of the SGX Nifty?
So all of that will move over this weekend,
Okay.
and everything will kind of migrate to the exchange at the NSE International Exchange. So the entire $7 billion of open interest, which is outstanding as of now, will completely move over to our exchange here. So it's called a full liquidity switch. And going forward, SGX, through its special purpose vehicle company called the SGX IFSC India Connect Limited, which is a trading member and a clearing member at the GIFT City on our exchange in the NSE International Exchange, will start routing all the orders from the international clients into our exchange.
And what are the contracts available for trading? We understand there are a bunch of sectoral Nifties as well.
Yes. So as I just told you, 4 indices are going to be covered under this arrangement. One is the Nifty 50 benchmark index. The second is the Bank Nifty. The third is the IT Nifty, and the fourth is the Fin Nifty.
Historically, SGX in a sense has always challenged the underlying Nifty volumes, and that was a concern which was raised. Now that SGX Nifty will be GIFT Nifty, what changes in life of a trader or an investor?
So primarily it is a win-win arrangement. That is the way we are looking at it. And primarily it is also to fulfill the agenda for the IFSC, which is onshoring the offshore. So effectively, whatever was available offshore, where we lost control over our pricing, now it is moving into our own jurisdiction. And here this market will be supervised by the IFSC authority, which is the oversight regulator. And this is basically the IFSC is a completely from a FEMA perspective. This is all the participants here are non-residents, and effectively Indian companies or Indian broking firms can establish the full-fledged subsidiary and can participate here. So effectively, there are a lot of players from India who will also be moving here. In fact, as we speak today, there are close to about 62 brokers which are fully ready to operate on the platform, on our platform, on the exchange. And additionally, Singapore Exchange has its own members, and all of them will be eligible to also route the orders through their SPV company into our exchange. So effectively, now we are looking at broadening the liquidity, and the defragmented liquidity will now kind of all become, will all come at one single liquidity pool. And so it's going to be a much larger, broader market, which is what we are going to look at now.
To STT.
To give you a sense of scale, in India, for example, the total open interest on Nifty is close to about $1.5 billion to $2 billion. And here we are talking about 7 billion notional open interest, which is going to be here. So this market is much larger.
Okay.
Secondly, what is also the advantage in this particular jurisdiction is that for non-residents, there are no capital gains. Secondly, there are no STT which is applicable. There are no stamp duty which is applicable. So effectively, it becomes tax-wise, it becomes much more advantageous for non-resident players. And all the entities from India which set up a subsidiary are also treated as non-residents, and they are also exempted from this tax.
And currently, just to clear the air here, again a very basic question. In the current SGX avatar, what are the taxes which are applicable? Because if you come via GIFT Nifty, you don't pay any taxes. But currently, what taxes do you pay?
So typically in SGX, the way it is traded in SGX, offshore, none of these taxes apply. So what we have done is we have completely kept the same tax neutrality. Whatever is applicable to the international players in terms of whatever taxation they were eligible to pay in Singapore, the same thing is now extended from the IFSC jurisdiction here.
Do you think because of this, the volumes for SGX per se, the instrument could go higher? It could be an incremental change, but it will keep on going higher?
Yes, because naturally now there is additional liquidity pool which is going to get created because many Indian players could not probably access Singapore. So now they are all eligible to come and to the IFSC, and there is a very clear RBI, ODI and OPI guidelines which allows Indian broking entities to set up full-fledged subsidiaries and which can continue to do prop business, and they can also look at taking international clients and even NRIs as clients. So effectively, all these are additional pool of players who are going to come into this particular market. So obviously, the liquidity pool is expected to become much more deeper and larger.
Broadly, SGX would trade for 21 hours, 20 plus out of 24 hours. Now, it is not connected, but indirectly, could this be an indication that soon the exchange time will be extended?
No, it is the same 21 hours. So effectively, the whole market from is now going to migrate into the GIFT City. That is basically the whole construct of this connect arrangement. So nothing changes for international players. Earlier, they were routing the orders into Singapore Exchange, and the matching used to happen in the Singapore Exchange. Now, the matching is going to shift from Monday to the NSE International Exchange at GIFT City. And Singapore Exchange, instead of becoming an exchange, is now through a special purpose vehicle company, becoming a trading member of our exchange. So effectively, the whole market is migrating from Singapore location to GIFT City, which is basically what will happen from Monday.
Somebody is US domicile, they would come via Singapore.
Yeah,
right now, they would come directly to the GIFT City, which means you definitely will get a currency transaction advantage because your dollar will get converted into Sing dollar and then it gets matched. Right now, it will only one transaction which will happen in the local currency.
So Singapore is although they have a Singapore currency, the own currency, the SGX, the Singapore dollar, but effectively the trading was happening in US dollar even in Singapore exchange. But in NSE International Exchange, again, the same US dollar is the currency. But the one more thing is that NSE International Exchange has also got the CFTC Section 13 and Section 30 exemptions. So effectively, US customers can also come directly into the NSE International Exchange.
Wrap it up with one final question. You're starting with 4 instruments. Is the scope of this increasing to, let's say, 6 or 8 in 2 years?
So NSE International Exchange, apart from these 4 instruments, also trade multiple other instruments. We have a single stock futures, which is single stock futures and options, which are available in the Indian market All of these contracts are also available in the NSE International Exchange, but these are right now not extended into the SGX Connect arrangement. So those who come through the Connect arrangement are limited to only these 4 index contracts. But those who are direct participants on our exchange, they are eligible to trade multiple other products. Apart from derivatives, we also have something called the NSE IFSC receipts, which is something of interest to even Indian residents. So basically, under the LRS framework, every Indian is eligible to take out 250,000 US dollars per year and invest in the international market. So now what we have done in the NSE International Exchanges, on the top 50 New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ stocks, the US stocks, we have now brought them on a unsponsored DR form. And these are now available as NSE IFSC equity receipts. This is again another product which Indian customers could also be availing through us, and that is through the LRS framework.
Okay, Bala, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today. That's all the